It's the Great Shed Hunt 2018. We're here at a mountain spot in South Carolina. Me and Brad, we're going to spend the entire day crawling up and down these mountains looking for sheds and doing a little scouting while we're at it. Maybe update a camera or two that we got hanging in the woods. And if we come across anything, we'll keep you guys updated as we go. Here we go.
We're out looking for antler sheds, and we're about a quarter of the way up the mountain. Found our first shed, but it's not antlers that we're looking for yet, but kind of cool to find tortoise shell out in the woods. Keep looking.
I found a good deer bed here on the edge of this cliff. It's got a little bit of hair in it, but not a whole lot. There's just a few in here. But it was probably something that was used during the fall and is not being used right now. You can see that there's twigs and things like this laying in it. If it was being used, it'd be nice and flat. But deer has a pretty good setup here because the wind's coming into my face right now from the southwest west direction, and you can see behind me he can lay here in the sun with his back to the wind facing this way, and he can look that way and see anything coming down off the ridge towards him. But the best part about this setup is if you look behind, it's a cliff, so he's laying on the edge of this cliff with his back facing that way. He's looking up the hill this way, and nothing is coming up at him from behind here. And it's just straight off. So you can just lay here in this bed in the sun, try to warm up. But there's no antlers in it, so we'll keep looking.
Alright, so we made it up to the first phase of the mountain where I usually hunt, and pretty good view from here. So not as much sign as we were hoping to see. Hadn't found any sheds yet. Mineral blocks have got a little bit of action on them, not a whole lot right now, and that kind of goes with being cold. So fingers crossed for what we find next. So we got a nice trail that's coming up around this ravine, and the deer are either going to choose to go on the other side or come up through here. If they do, there's a nice path that comes through here, splits off to the left, and then going back up here. So it gives them a couple of choices. This is kind of the highway. Put a camera right on top of it, so hopefully we can see what's coming by. Put it on video mode, see what happens.
So we're cutting across the side of this mountain to scout a ridge we've never scouted before and see if we can find any sheds on it, of course. And there's a good reason that we've never been here before, and we've never seen anybody or talked to anybody that's ever been here before. And why do you think that would be, Brad?
Because it sucks.
All right, now look at what we're in here. We are on the side of a mountain.
Nowhere to go.
Crawling around rock cliff, trying to get, let's see, where are we? Anyway, on the other side of this, over here, there's a ridge that we call Oregon Trail because it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. But it's a real narrow ridge top facing the southwest, and the deer like to lay on the southwest side in the sun. So we found a shed over there last year, and we're trying to make our way over there and come in from above and scout a place above it that we've never been to before. But this is what we're working with. You can see all the rocks and cliffs and stuff, and this is what's below us.
This is the easiest way to get across.
This is the easy way, yeah. So maybe you'll see this. If you don't see it, it's because, well, we fell and are buried under a rock.
So it's about 5 minutes since we last showed you that terrain, and we're crawling hands and knees up trying to get this mountain. Came across a boa constrictor python mix. It's definitely a hybrid.
Possible cobra DNA.
Yeah, it's definitely copperhead boa constrictor nightingale. So let me show it to you. It's big, about 47 feet.
There he goes. Woo, look at him go, man. So,
and enough snakes for the
it
trip.
was at least, from what I could tell when it went between my legs, it was at least 35 feet long.
Yeah.
Big around as a football. What do you think, Brad?
It's funny because I thought snakes were still kind of hibernating, or they move slow when it's cooler weather.
Yeah, he seemed to be going pretty slow.
That's yeah.
You know, just a couple miles an hour underneath light speed.
Hate snakes.
So here we are, still working our way around the cliffs. And the snake is probably in Georgia by now. That was amazing how fast that was. Standing on the side of this cliff on the side of the mountain. It's a heck of a view. This is way too much work, isn't it, Brad?
It's going to be worth it.
Way too much work. It's kind of steep. It's kind of steep.
Actually, I don't like that. It looks like I'm wearing a bra.
There's an outtake for you right there.
All right, now round two. Round two.
All right. It's the...
Do I do sideways or up and down? Sideways, right?
sideways, yes. This would be the key to this, right?
Hope so.
Any gamey.
And this is what happened when your friend gives you the wrong key to a camera. Onward, upward. 286 on the camera. So, got a nice trail that's coming up, kind of splitting this. All right, we'll just pretend. We'll just start here.
Blooper reel.
I hate this. All right.